Alright, so you guys should be hearing me now. So what happened was, I tried to use the J5 Create to use my hand cam for the pack opening, as well as my microphone. Apparently the microphone does not like being put through something else. So, we're gonna try this. See if we can get both cameras to work. And hopefully we can. Otherwise I'll have to attach some kind of external. Alright. So now that we've resolved the microphone problem, let's see if the hand cam works. Oy vey. Okay, let's see here. Properties. I have one other option. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Like really, really hoping it wouldn't come to this, because it's going to possibly decrease the quality. Alright, so my mic's gonna go out for a second here, guys. Okay. So this is truly unfortunate. I have to have the receiver plugged straight into the MacBook for my microphone. Which means that the only way that I'm going to be able to do USB splitter doesn't work because I have one. In fact, all of this is on external. The problem is these peripherals don't run properly when you're using an extension for them. I had this problem with the desktop too, where if I tried to run both cameras on a USB splitter, they won't. It'll prioritize one over another. But with that being said, I can very easily just switch between the two. So here's what I can do. First off, this was probably given away in the last live stream, but there's that. And this is Sheeran's pack. This needs to get sent out. Hey Sheeran, how's it going? So Sheeran's pack.
I'm fine, thanks.
Siri, go away. I didn't ask for you. Yeah, so it's this is a docking station. Like, that kind of stuff is supposed to work on this, but the problem is just the peripherals. Back to be a menace for a few minutes and disappear like I never existed until I suddenly exist again the next time. Oh, yeah, Siri does stuff that we don't like. I'm gonna stop saying that though, so she doesn't come back up again. But we are going to bust into the Calarix V box that I got in the mail a couple days ago. So what we are going to yeah, this is like a nightmare on this desk. Or a dream, I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. So we're not going to do the redeem pack openings tonight. So if anybody does redeem a pack tonight, I'm literally just opening these 4 packs, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about what to expect going forward, and kind of, I don't know, just hang out, have a good time, open some packs. If somebody randomly like redeems one and I still have a pack left or whatever, then maybe we'll give it. All right, then we got this code for the Calarix V. Lots and lots of codes in there, guys. I made sure to restock it. So we gave away 19. Send you one of those good messages. We gave away 19 codes yesterday in the live stream just from the chat function alone. So that's working out really well. I'm just going to open stuff. But I still have a long way to go. It's kind of nice, actually, not having my face at the bottom of the screen, even though, like, you know, reactions and stuff like that, but I get the whole screen to try to like do stuff with. So honey and a non-hollow Sawsbook. Beautiful Winterland. We're gonna give these codes away. Chain Rain. We've got Darkness Ablaze. So, fun fact, we've never pulled the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze before. So, Nova, I have something very similar. Actually, technically it's already hooked up. They're USB 3.0, and it's dedicated. It unfortunately doesn't like it. For whatever reason, the Logitech stuff just is not a huge fan of running multiple cameras. Oh, we got a Charizard. It's not the VMAX, but I will take it. Look at that. What a pull. We got the Zard. Let's go. I don't think I've pulled this from Darkness Ablaze. I mean, I definitely haven't pulled the other one. It's a little off-center, but that's okay. Hello, governor. So that's the thing, Nova. I had the same problem with my desktop. It wasn't... it's not new for me. I have too many things hooked up. So, just in the back alone, I have 3 USBs hooked straight up to the docking station that my MacBook is hooked up to. One of those USBs is a 6-port docking station. Every one of those USB ports is taken. Both USB-Cs on the MacBook are taken, and I'm also running an additional USB-C on the docking station as well as the HDMI. So I just have way too much going on. The new MacBook Pro, when it comes out, the M1X, is rumored to have more ports on the device itself. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Kiwi, how's it going? So that would be very nice if they did actually have the additional ports when I do upgrade it, because I am going to. I don't know about right away when it comes out, but I am going to upgrade it. So aesthetically, yeah, it is a beautiful card. Like, very bold, like just very, very well done. Alright, we kind of got like some chaos going on here. Chilling Rain, Cub Fu, Galarian Slowpoke, Reverse Quillfish, and oh, we got the Liepard V! Let's go, full art. That's beautiful. Look at that. It has been a while, Kiwi. It has. It's so pretty. It's the prettiest card. Oh, I can't put you in front of Charizard. I do like you though, Liepard. Liepard and Charizard. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about the new time. Normally, even when we start, or it's very rare we even start on time, let alone have an early stream time. Especially if you're on the East Coast and you're an hour ahead. Pokemon Person, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. And for any of you guys who are new, or if you haven't been here in a while, feel free to type !help, and that should break down some of the more common features of the chat that kind of allow it to be a little more interactive for you guys. Ooh, reverse. That's pretty cool. And a hollow Grimmsnarl. I don't think I've pulled these before. I haven't opened a ton of Rebel Clash. Well, no, that's kind of true. So the Rebel Clash that I have opened has been mostly like the dollar store packs. So in a way, I really haven't opened that much Rebel Clash. A little bit. We pulled the Lipard V. Focus. Bro. Why are you gonna be like that? It's acting all sorts of wonky. There we go. Look at that pinky finger. Oh yeah. Skylar! Okay, so now, and I don't like this, I'll have to switch back to my face. Hey, there we go. Cool. Saw something about MJPEG encoding, but I've been out of the game for a minute, so that's lost on me. Noticing camera quality focus is a lot better now. Yeah, so the MacBook does the encoding way better for whatever reason, especially now that Streamlabs has released the, what is it, HVT 264 encoding for the Apple M1. Super excited about that. So I got into the MacBook Streamlabs game just in time. But, I mean, we wanted to add more cameras and angles and all sorts of stuff to the live stream eventually anyway. More than just the 2 camera angles. I wanted like 6. Probably excessive. I don't care. We're gonna do it eventually. We're gonna figure it out. So once we upgrade the MacBook, from there, it's literally just little bits and pieces. The MJPEG thing is apparently the biggest factor in making the 2 camera gang happen. The only concern that I have is like if it's gonna be a reduction in quality if I kind of try to encode everything utilizing like a docking station or something like that. So for now, temporarily, I'll just have to keep switching between my webcams. I'll survive. Or the other option is I can switch back to the Yeti microphone until I manage to upgrade the MacBook. So that's something we can try in the next live stream. I'll just hook it up, see how everything sounds. I'll probably do some recordings. Actually, beginning of next week, possibly through this weekend, I'm going to be recording the newcomer videos that we've been talking about for a while. Basically, it'll give, when you type !help, it'll give links for, how to earn loyalty points, what the stream schedule is, stuff like that. So different videos, just breaking down and explaining what to expect from the channel. Raffles are still going to be a thing, but it's mostly going to be run by moderators when they're available. Here and there, I will just do like open live streams. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely willing to do a little bit more research and see if I can utilize, because I have plenty of USB ports. If I can utilize them without having these issues or having a drop in quality in my cameras. I mean, I've got the 2 Logitech webcams right now. I've got the webcam on the MacBook, which is okay. The one in the Air, it's just okay. But in the Pro M1X, we'll see. That could be a very different experience, On top of that, we've got the DSLR, or I'm sorry, not the DSLR, the mirrorless camera that we were using for a little while for the hand camera, because it gave me like a native 60 frames and up to 4K resolution, because I want to get there. I want to get to the point where it's like, if I see something on the card that's like in a spec on the back of it or something like that, right? I want to be able to be like, oh yeah, look at that, and it just it's just right there, zoomed in on it, and you guys can see what I see. I mean, 1080's close, 1080's good, or HD, and we're getting 60 frames for the most part, but we can do better. We can always do better. So, pretty sweet, honestly. We got the Lipard V. I mean, this was just a 4-pack box. We got the Jumbo Calyrex V, ultra rare. We got the Charizard V, and we got the Lipard V. So that's pretty exciting. I don't like opening this type of boxes quite as much, because then I just end up throwing a bunch of stuff away, like the cardboard and the plastic and everything else. But we do have some of the new Evolution tins coming in next week on Thursday. We've got some other stuff coming in here and there. So lots of packs are on their way, and we're going to kick off the new pack redemption. So for those of you guys who weren't here at the beginning of the live stream or here yesterday, a couple new features were added. We added back the ability to redeem code cards in the chat. So !redeem space code for 10,000 chonks. You get a link. It gives you your code card. You redeem it, good to go. If any of you have issues with those, please reach out to me or one of the moderators, and we'll get you guys taken care of. On top of that, for 1,500,000 chonks, you can get a pack, physical pack of cards that I will open live and then mail to you. So it gets open for everybody to see, and then off it goes to you. I'm still working out the logistics of like, boop, 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 open, package, label, ship, right? That's going to take a little bit of time, so as we roll into this, please be patient with me. Backseat troubleshot for you. I will be going back to watching a Stardew Valley playthrough. Be there later to talk to you and kiss your head. Remember, fellows and fellettes, we always tuck the homies in. I love that. Thank you, Nova. Appreciate you being here with us this evening. And I have downloaded Pokemon Unite. So eventually, we will put a party together. Enjoy your evening, sir. And guys, so here's the thing. With the fact that chunks are going to be usable to get packs of cards, we're going to be controlling it a little bit more. But that also means maximize the opportunities while we're live to play the mini games in the chat. Heist, gamble. We're gonna add a few more things. We're even gonna add bet. I have started some bet formats where you can bet on whether or not something's going to happen, or bet on, a myriad of variables. So I've already started playing with it a little bit. We're probably gonna roll that out next week. I think my gambling addiction continues. So I think one of the main things that I'm going to utilize this for will be betting on if we're going to pull the chase card in that episode, or if we're going to catch a certain Pokemon when we're playing Let's Go, or if I'm going to say a certain thing. And here's the other thing. Moderators can put bets out there. So it kind of adds an element of surprise to it in a way. And if any of the moderators want to participate in that and they want to pick something that's like, bet for or against whether or not Mr. Chonkachu is going to say chonk in this live stream, and it's a chonk based reward. So if you get it right, if you bet yes, he's going to say it, and I do, then you double the amount that you bet, and you can bet up to 10,000, basically the same as what you're doing with Gamble and Heist, except it just adds a little more depth to your participation in, the chat system and the rewards. So just throwing some ideas out there, stuff that is in the works that we're going to start rolling out. On top of that, I did think more about how we're going to do it. Yeah, that's a perfect one. Will Mr. Chonkachu wear his Pokemon shirt today? Right? So, and in some instances, like, I can set up the live streams so that there is, you don't see me for the first however long. It just starts on like an intro, right? Because I'm going to be recording some intro stuff and working on some like a trailer almost for the video or for the channel, so that it's, I definitely don't want to do one of those just like it's just like Mr. Chonkachu just floating all over the screen. Those are cool, but it's definitely not like representative of this channel and what we do, at least not in that specific format. There may be some animation text things that are incorporated that may be relatable to the channel, but really I would like it to just kind of be a montage of exciting moments, and we've kind of been over this before. We do have some of that content out there, but my next big purchase outside of upgrading the MacBook is going to be purchasing Final Cut Pro, and I just hope I get the use out of it that I truly need to make it worth the $300. Because that's so many packs of cards, that's so many different games that we could be putting in, that's so many years of Streamlabs subscription. Like, when you think of it in terms of like what we could be putting that money toward in other ways that we've already been doing, that's an investment. So hopefully we're going to be making the most out of that. We're going to be doing those edits, getting more videos posted throughout the week. Taking the opportunities, maybe Mondays and Wednesdays, to record a couple of different videos and schedule the postings and things like that, and get more content out there for you guys so you regularly have content to view. There's so much, so many things I want to do, so many changes that are just right around the corner, and all it's going to take is sticking to this schedule, sticking to the motivation to get these things done. And guys, if you've been in more than one live stream, smash the like button like you've never smashed the like button before, because things are about to get crazy around here. If you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. The trivia every single week is absolutely amazing. I wish that I could participate in it more. Right now, I'm at work when the trivia happens. So do me a favor and participate as much as possible in the trivia, because Sheeran puts a lot of hard work into the trivia, and these questions are amazing. They're so good. It is crazy how good she is at putting together a trivia night. It's honestly inspiring to me to see you guys participate in these trivia nights, and hopefully soon, I'll be able to participate in more of them and live stream the trivia nights while they're active and things like that. So, again, thank you, Sheeran, for what you do. Thank you to everybody who is, actively participating in the channel, moderators, those who are active in the Discord. You guys are truly what's keeping this community alive. I'm just kind of, at the heart of it. And so, if you guys give yourselves a pat on the back, because it is absolutely going to be worth your time that you have put into this, to watch this channel grow, to be able to get more out of it, rewards, and just be aware at how grateful I am to the time you guys have spent. So, Oddly Blessed has a question. What's up? If you got $1 million Pokemon card, would you sell it or keep it? I guess that depends on what card it is, honestly. Now, if I got a first edition Shadowless holographic Charizard and I got it for free, there's a couple of things that I would probably do, right? I would likely use that card as a gateway to gain exposure for the channel. It'd be all over the place. This $1 million card, etc., etc. And what I would probably do is I would sell it and auction it off, essentially. But it would be, in order to build, 80% of it would probably go toward building the nonprofit that we're working on, slowly, very, very slowly, but surely. And then the other 20%, will get divvied up between, putting money toward whatever tech we need for the channel to improve it to the point where, because there's only so far you need to go. There's only so much quality you can get out of specifically the tech. The rest of it is whether or not you, as the creator, can make it happen, can put it together, can build the community around it, and stuff like that. So I take pride in the fact that I think we've got a good thing going. I can't take full credit for that at the end of the day. You guys have really helped all of this come together. So I got lucky. I really did. And we're only going to go up from here. And then the rest of it would be setting it aside for making sure we have money for new games when they come out, making sure that, when there's pre-orders for new sets and boxes, especially because I want to get these packs in your hands. At the end of the day, I have the capability, even now, to get things that the average person probably can't. And so I want to be able to give back and get that into people's hands and build a healthy community around just having a good time with it. It's not all about making money on the chase cards, right? It's not all about chasing just the valuable cards, right? Because at the end of the day, we've all got our favorites. At least those of us that truly enjoy Pokemon for what it is, and not just trying to make money off of it. That's a bonus. I will never ever say that, it's a bad thing to make money off of something, right? But there's a right way to do it. And at the end of the day, I want to bring more of that culture back. So, outside of that, it would just be like, upgrades, decorations, little things here and there to spruce things up and just kind of take the vision that I've had for the channel, for the studio, and just put it all together. And then whatever's left over, just keep rolling in. I do, at some point, want to start investing in Baby Chonkachu's collection. There's stuff that's set aside for him, and if we bring in more Baby Chonks into the world, then, I gotta consider that kind of stuff too. So, thank you very much, Sheeran. I really appreciate that. We've come a long way. We've come such a long way, and it's weird to think because, looking at it right now, it's so much smaller than it was for several months back in the winter, rolling into the spring and everything else. We had a much more active community, but I think these new changes that we're rolling out should inspire some people to come back. Maybe we could reach out to a few people like Jose, and some of the regulars to, maybe give it a chance again and get back in the chat and everything. So, crazy to think you even had 25 subscribers one day. It is really crazy to think about. I still remember sitting up, this hasn't even been a year yet, and I'm talking like it's been 10 years now, but I still remember sitting up in my dining room with the old laptop, 4 people in the chat, 8 subscribers, and one of the people in the chat was Cry. The Pokemon Steven. It's crazy, this is evolving. No pun intended, but he was the first active member of the YouTube channel. However, Sheeran was actually in the picture before the channel was even born yet. And that was because of the eBay page, which that still needs to grow significantly as well. I'm so excited at the end of the day that this has all just kind of come together, all of us. And yeah, if you haven't seen the eBay, I think I've talked about it a few times, at least on the channel here. But yeah, I think now it's Mr. Chonkachu's TCG Vault. It used to just be the TCG Vault. And I think it was even something else before that, if I can remember. I don't remember. But Mr. Chonkachu, you got to tell them how you made me that private listing of all the mythical Pokemon. Oh, yeah, we kind of went through everything that she was looking for, and we broke it down, and I was looking through everything that I had at the time, trying to figure out what we could put together, and I had to go in and make a private listing, and send her the link just so that she could purchase it without somebody else purchasing it. But I definitely want to incorporate more of the eBay channel into everything rolling forward. I still have a whiteboard because I need to get back in. I still have a whiteboard that literally has every person's like chase cards, basically. Every customer. I'll need to find it. It's down here. It might be upstairs right now, actually. That was several hours. That was you did get the graded Celebi. That's right. That's so crazy. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. I try to make everything just a little bit memorable at the very least. And I think that's what's set apart my eBay page from others. Speaking of which, shameless plug, the Glaceon V is currently for sale on there. It's priced a little bit higher than I wanted to just because it's a little volatile right now. But I will put this out there. Anyone who comes from the YouTube channel, if they send me an offer with the word chonk, like for instance, this is priced I think at $69.98. I will take off $20. So like 23% or something like that. Maybe more. For sure, should have gotten you to sign a Celebi before you sent it. I know you're gonna make it big very soon. Thank you, Sharon. But yeah, if you guys want that, send me, chonk, with the offer for $20 off. Realistically, if you guys send me in the description the word chonk with an offer, unless it's absolutely not affordable for me to give it to you guys at that price, I will do my best to honor whatever price you guys are willing to pay for these cards. So keep that in mind moving forward, exclusively from the channel. And if it's suspicious, if it's weird and people are like, overdoing it, then I'll start asking or I'll start giving out codes, like different codes for every live stream or something like that. We'll see. As the channel grows, we might have to do some stuff like that. But just keep that in mind as you're thinking about the stuff that you might want to purchase down the line. So, yeah, I got a couple offers on the Glaceon V, and it just, it hasn't felt right. So, this Friday is very weird in all the good ways. That's so funny. And Sharon, I am willing to sign and send back that Celebi if you want to send it here. Or if you want to wait. We can hit 17 billion subscribers. And if you message me and say, hey, or if it shows up at my doorstep, right? And there's a note that says like, please sign this. I can guarantee you it's going to get signed and then sent back to you. So, or I might just fly there with it and record the whole thing, like bringing Sharon back her Celebi, and it's gonna go guaranteed safe delivery. But because that sounds like fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Just show up, put Celebi up to the peak hole. So, yeah, just let me know. That goes for really any of you guys, especially in the beginning. have a heart attack. Those of you guys who've been here from the beginning, like seriously, I'm not one to forget, right? So if there's ever anything you guys need, if there's anything you want to see come from the channel, even if you guys end up feeling like I'm veering off the path, like I've lost the vision for what this channel represents, tell me. I'm not perfect, right? Sometimes you can easily get blinded by something that's, you know, really hype in the moment, and you know, I don't want to end up like that, right? But things happen. So I do, at the end of the day, I want this channel to grow in the right way so that we can have an amazing community and be able to look back and go, remember when we had 3 people in the chat, and now we can't even read the chat because there's 70,000 people. Just absolutely awesome. One day I'll be able to meet. Don't know how soon that'll be though. Who knows? Who knows? The only awkward part that's gonna come is when I need my address and my mom looks at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, that has been a little awkward. Even so, when Cry got his first theme deck, his dad was very sorry to throw your story out there, Cry, but I have to share this. His dad was a little skeptical at the fact that he was going to get this free Charizard theme deck of cards just because he's watching some tiny little YouTube channel and everything else. And it's like, at the end of the day, all of this, you know, they're just paper, right? Money is just money, right? I'm trying to build an experience. I'm trying to... Yeah, he did. He won the 50 subscriber deck. And then we dropped down to like 39 subscribers. Then we jumped back up to like 100. Oh, it was such a wild ride. That first 200 subscribers was just crazy. But yeah, it's just too funny to like look back and think about like all the little things. You know, every once in a while I still scroll through my emails and I'm like, I remember that. You know, we have Mr. Grinch won another one. And we got stuff shipped internationally all over the place. New Zealand, Australia, UK, just from this tiny little channel. So yeah, it was pretty much the same for me, oddly blessed. Like, I just blinked and it was like, just 300. Just blew up out of nowhere. A lot of it was with the shorts, which we're going to try to go back into some shorts. I don't think it's going to blow up quite the same as it did before, but it should get us some more exposure, at the very least, to start getting some more people like in front of some of the content and be able to give them the opportunity to be like, I want to check that out. You mean I can get a free pack weekly if I'm, you know, accumulating enough chunks? Like, that's awesome. Your family thinks you're crazy. You're running trivia, skeptical. I'm talking to strangers on the internet. Not really strangers anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's how you build relationships. Like, you know, networking is a huge part of building something. You know, it's so crazy. And you know, in a way, like, I also, because of like what we've been through together, you know, I want to be able to protect this community. And so, you know, I'm trying to think of ways to make sure that you guys aren't, you know, making yourselves vulnerable for, you know, all the nasty stuff that's out there. So, haven't even told her I watched this yet. She's like, you'll be like sleeping one night and you like left the live stream on or something like that. She comes in, like, what's this? Who is this guy with his backwards hat and his yelling? Yeah, they definitely lived in a different time. It's crazy. Yeah, and even now, I mean, there are definitely genuine concerns, right? With everything going on in the world, there's bad people doing bad things. But in general, when you're taking the right precautions, being on the internet can be a safe and mostly wholesome experience. I mean, there's always stuff that's out there, but yeah, God, we're 10 months into this channel. We've got October, November, and we hit our year mark. That's crazy. And then we roll into the holiday season, which, if you guys remember, for those of you who were here, we did some crazy fun stuff. And I'm excited to bring you guys some even crazier stuff this year. I mean, we had so many issues with our live streams last year. That was absolutely nuts. And then we'd run our open live streams for 72 hours or whatever, and it would crash every 6 hours. Eventually we're gonna do some bigger open live streams, and basically my intention in doing that is that everybody who participates basically gets a pack of Pokemon cards for Christmas, right? How crazy would it be if we get 100 people that are able to get at least one pack of Pokemon cards for Christmas? Like, that is amazing to me. And I can't think of a better way to do that than through this platform. I'm excited. And that's just a little sprinkle on top of everything that we've got in store. So fingers crossed that we're able to pull this off, and I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of insight on what we want to do this year. So 48-hour live stream helped so much. Yeah, it did. And here's the thing. This channel has to hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers within a 12-month period to qualify for the partnership. I don't think we're anywhere close, especially to the 4,000 hours. Let me take a look real quick. I haven't looked at it in a long time, actually. It's been a while since we've had one of these just kind of let's talk about what's going on videos. YouTube Studio. Alright, let's see. Monetization. We are still not even at 1,000 watch hours. We are at 921 public watch hours, which means we have some work to do. We're going to build this up. We're going to get these code cards plugged in so that people can redeem them. We're going to make it so that people can, build it up and build it up and build it up and get their chunks up so that they can redeem packs this year and everything else. We got some work to do. So I'm going to be giving out some incentives, hopefully, to get... Well, it snowballs pretty quickly, oddly blessed. If you have 30 people in the chat and you're live streaming 3 hours a week, right? You're looking at, 3 hours for every person. So it's 90 hours right there. Now, you know, again, you'd have to continue to accumulate that. And if we get a lot of participation in the open live streams, like say if I do a 4-hour open live stream and we get a significant amount of participation from there, that's where most of the watch hours came from. In fact, we've probably only gone up 100 watch hours since May, maybe even earlier than that. Basically since I stopped doing shorts, because when I started doing shorts, I stopped doing as much live streaming, and then it all just kind of fell apart for a little while there, and that's my fault. I wasn't kind of sticking to my intentions for a little while, but it is a lot, but we're gonna shoot for it. We'll get there. Like, for instance, let me take a look real quick at how much watch time we got from, because we're still getting watch time from the other videos, right? So the card grading video that I made, like one of the first videos I ever put on the channel, that's still getting views regularly. In fact, it's one of my best performing videos on the entire channel. So I'm going to remake some of that stuff here shortly, so that should help, right? So we had, let's see, analytics. Oh. I gotta go back a couple because it needs a few days to analyze. So we had almost 30 minutes of watch time out of the Tuesday live stream with 7 views. That means that, you know, the retention wasn't that great. We had people popping in and out regularly. And that's part of the struggle of kind of growing that view time with live streams, is that, you know, if you're giving something out and there's a timer and a cooldown and everything, people are going to kind of pop in and out. But we're working on that. And that's where a lot of this stuff is coming from, is how do I keep people actively in the chat? Because if you're actively in the chat, that means you're actively watching, or at least it is actively playing on your phone. So the main objectives right now, on top of building the community and everything else, that's the foundation of it, right? Now we're looking at the frame. Like if we're thinking about like building a house, right? The foundation is, you know, the values that I want to build the community on. From there, the frame of the house is realistically, how do I attract their attention and convince them that this is where they want to be, right? So just some stuff. I mean, really, like that's my stuff to worry about as the creator, right? But just some stuff for you guys to think about as we do these live streams, as these, you know, people are in and out of the chat. You know, think about it from your perspective, right? You know, what would convince somebody that they want to be here? So if you guys have any inputs on that, definitely let me know. On that note, we're definitely over the time that I was projecting for, but I really wanted to get a lot of this stuff out there. Hopefully I can kind of capture everything we've talked about over the next a couple of months. But Sheeran, you don't even need to worry about it. As far as moderators and stuff like that go, you guys are busy, right? And unless I'm providing you guys with the ability to, watch the live stream, have upstream labs, do all this other stuff, you are forgiven. It's not even a thing, so don't worry about it. Stuff and stream ideas soon. You do way too much for this channel. Finish and betray. Yeah. It is absolutely crazy how much time you dedicate to this channel, and I've said it a million times, and we've had conversations separate from this, but I don't deserve what you do for this channel right now, Sharon, so thank you. Even the amount of time that you dedicate to this channel, oddly blessed, like seriously, I cannot express enough how grateful I am for the consistent loyalty that you've expressed to the channel and coming back all the time. So, but before I get off on a tangent of thanking everybody again, I seriously appreciate you guys. I mean it every live stream when I say stay safe. This world is crazy right now, and we don't need any more good people having problems. So do me a favor, guys. Enjoy your weekend, first off. Stay safe. And join us Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for another one. I'll see you guys on the next one.